Okay, ask.
So, how does one deal with hurt? And what usually happens with a lot of accumulated hurt?
This is basically the circumference of the question. The real question is, who is getting hurt?
I am the one who's hurt.
So who is that I? Is it fake I, the real I? The real I never gets hurt. The fake I always gets hurt.
yes.
So the real I means existential I, which is equivalent with nobodiness. For example, if you just throw a stone on the sky, it won't get hurt.
Yes.
That is nobodiness.
Yes.
If you throw a stone on a tree, it gets hurt physically. Physical hurt is there. Even an enlightened man or a yogi, everyone gets hurt. But psychological hurt is the real crux. Only human being has that phenomena. Because since he is thinking that he is an evolved human being, obviously he has some evolved ideas also about himself that is actually creating the problem for his functionality. So according to, I never get hurt because I don't have any fake identity and I am not stuck in the image about myself. I don't have. If someone says that I am a good violinist, good painter, even I don't get stuck in there also. It is their ignorance and they are only accessing my limit. Unlimitedness they yet to access. So, but anyway, we can't tell everybody that this is me, this is me, this is me. Just remain silent and you just do your work. And I used to get hurt. That phase prevailed for 2-3 years in my life. For every stupid reason I used to get it. For example, someone asked me to have a cup of tea. And they will say that, just wait there, I'll come on my bike. I'll pick you up and we'll go and cup of tea. So it's a plain talk. And I'll go and stand there. And he's supposed to come by 3:30. He will come by 3:45, I used to get hurt. And I used to immediately quarrel with them. So you only said you will come by 3:30. I got little late for some reason. Why don't you understand? Why don't you understand? Because I have waited 15 minutes for you. So what is getting hurt? The idea of you is getting hurt. This is me. That you are carrying an image that is getting hurt. Your choices are getting hurt. You have created a fixed memory that is getting hurt. Suppose you are sleeping. Even if I come and say a filthy word, you are not going to get hurt because the person who is listening is not there. The person who gets hurt is sleeping now.
Yes.
Physical reality, you will get hurt even in the sleep also. So while sleeping, you just throw your hand towards wall. You are going to get hurt. So physical reality getting hurt is existential. But in psychological reality, that is pure unconsciousness. And in Sanskrit it says avidya and adhyasa. So how not to get hurt? First one has to understand his mind. What is this mind? Okay, mind is the store where your thoughts are placed. Your thoughts roam around freely. It's a shopping mall. Different kind of objects are there, products are there. In the same way, you have few thoughts about morality, few thoughts about objects, few thoughts about human beings, few thoughts about gods, few thoughts about good and bad, few thoughts about perceptions. Few thoughts about books, philosophers, etc., etc.
Yes.
And don't take them for granted. And there are, if you see any function hall, not functional, DMart or any store, every almara or rack is not fixed, it is functional. Only pillars are fixed.
Yes.
Now we have 2 chairs or 3 chairs in home. We did not fix the legs into the ground.
Yes.
It is functional. That's how thought should be. That's how thought should be. But the problem comes, the avidya comes into being, where you fix a thought permanently in the mind, that gets hurt. Whatsoever fixed permanently, it makes you hurt.
Yes.
For example, you have a moving wall, samjho. You won't get hurt.
Yes.
Because your hand moves and that is also moves.
Moving.
If something is fixed rigidly, that is going to get hurt. So first of all, you should not get hurt. If that is your resolution and solemn idea, make sure you don't have any fixed ideas about yourself or about anything. For example, this is how one should clean home. If you have a fixed idea, you are going to get hurt. If you don't have fixed idea, that is also a kind of cleaning home. Theek hai, chalo.
Okay.
That is where liberation comes and dialogue comes, humor comes. So I always fix this way. A friend of mine came, he fixed in a different way. That also looks good. So he left after 3 days. Again, I fixed the way I wished. But I have no qualms against him. You fold your blanket in a certain way. That is a fixed idea. If someone folds in another way, you get hurt. For example, respect. What is the definition of respect? You fixed an idea. If someone goes against it, you get hurt. So in the core, there is no problem. In superficially, in the realm of thought, in that level, the hurt is there. So I have no fixed ideas about anything. That's why I don't get hurt. Even I don't have any fixed idea about myself also. And whatsoever I have fixed as ideas, I only implement in the work. I use them as tools. For example, I just decide to write a book in a certain way. That is a fixed idea. 6 by 9 is the book size. That is a fixed idea. But there is no person involved there. It is not about me. It is about the book. If something about you, that is going to get hurt. About something, you can fix an idea. No problem. Where to park the car. You fix that. But someone says no to it, don't fight. Just know the reason and move on. But if you permanently fix an idea that this is what the truth is, this is what the life is, then that person is going to hurt 1,000,000 times in his lifetime. There is one old saying, I don't know whether I am able to quote exactly or not. Before his death, a man dies 1,000,000 times. That's what hurt is. So the moment you get hurt, you have killed something very significant in your being. You are disturbing your physical reality. You are disturbing your well-being. You are disturbing your balance, harmony. You are disturbing your look. You are disturbing your thought. You are disturbing your the verbatim. Everything gets disturbed. It's like you just throw mud in the water. The whole water gets destroyed. So that is mud. So we have to understand before we die. So any fixed idea about you, first remove that. Don't try to change others. It's not going to happen. So if someone says that you are stupid, you used to get hurt, and you just change that idea. If someone says stupid, I won't get hurt. That might be his pun word, or that might be his way of speaking. He doesn't know any other word to replace with that. So understand them rather than fight with them. That's all. This is my take on getting hurt, because since I don't get hurt, sometimes I get disturbed. I don't get hurt. Disturbing is different. For example, you are carrying your certificate to your bag, suddenly rain comes. There's a little disturbance, because your intention is to secure them. And there is no way to get a shelter. So that little disturbance is there. Everyone feels little discomfort because of some seasons, because of some reasons. But getting hurt is a deep-rooted problem. Maybe the person who is getting hurt every day 10 times, he has some false ideas about life, about himself, about many things around him. So everything leads to that particular thing. I am hurt.
Like, what if somebody is forcing us to do something which we don't want to do?
Simply say no. See, no one tied you with ropes here.
Yes.
Just to go away. Simply say, I am not going to do it. If someone threatens that if you don't do it, I'll die. So for that kind of people, we have to find another way, because that is, we are not here to make somebody die for any reason. So you just bring someone. So whatsoever I say, you have no potential. or caliber to listen. You have no patience. So he is our well-wisher, our uncle or somebody. So I have written a letter to him. He will explain what is my problem is. Please understand, I am not against you. I listen to you. But there are few things you are saying which is not at all related to me. So I have no negativity against you. So say this in simple black and words. But whenever we say this, make sure you are calm and quiet and plain. You should not show any negative expressions on your face. You should not scream, you should not shout, or you should not use filthy language. Then again that leads to another problem.
Yes.
The way diplomats sit in a conversation, they just read the report. That's how you should say. The other person may be screaming, shouting, but make sure once in a while you also scream and shout. After all, you are also another human being. You are not God. Yet, at least make sure, be aware that the speech actually creates the problem. So make sure your speech is gentle, subtle, and having no filthy or bad language. If they don't understand, you understand them that they are not unable to understand. Put it on a paper and fix it on a wall. Read it twice or thrice. Whatsoever you are saying, the reason I am not accepting, this is the reason. Please read and listen, talk to me, don't shout at me. So there must be a way. There must be a way. If the other person is animal, they won't understand. If other person having even 1% of human quality, he will one day definitely understand. Not because you say so, because he has the potential to do so.
When I was with my Guruji, intentionally he was trying to find places to hurt me, because before that I would never get hurt with anything, and I was very freely flowing, and
and this is also another learning. I say many people live happily ever after. All are saints and gods. Until the situation comes, you don't know whether you are going to get hurt or move on. So whosoever offers the situations to get you hurt, they are real people. There you have to be aware. Otherwise, for example, if you are being with me, I am not going to interfere with you at all. Hence, you don't know whether you have that quality of getting hurt for stupid things or not. But there are few people, they will create tantrums. They will fix you somewhere in bad situation, and they will make you cry. They will make you do million stupid things, and there you get hurt often or many a times. Actually, you can check your mind. If you live happily there in front of them, you can live happily anywhere. So this is what I also learned. So I used to go to those people who hurt me a lot. Those people, I used to have a friend. So every minute he at least 5 or 10 filthy words he used to say. I used to get hurt because being a Brahmin, I am not used to that kind of language. But the first time I went, how dare he say that bastard? He used to say casually, "Arey bastard, let's go and have." So I used to get hurt. Whether he is intentionally saying it or casually saying it, I don't know. But I used to get hurt because I have some idea about that. That this is the bad word. If someone says so, I will never accept this. And if in a village someone said once or twice in angry mood, that's a different matter. This guy is saying many filthy words many times in a day. Then one day I understood one simple logic. It's a revelation. I have understood clearly. For example, your name is, I forgot. Ganesh. If someone comes, Jackson, how are you? What would you say?
Sometimes now I'm fine.
No.
He's referring to me.
No, it's not referring.
My name is Ganesh.
Yeah, I am not Jackson.
I'm not Jackson.
In the same way, first time I have realized someone says bastard to me, I simply say I am not. End of the story. If someone says you stupid, sometimes I am. If someone says you are imbecile, I am not. Sometimes you say you are unethical, I am not. I have my own ethics. They may appear to you unethical, but I have my own ethics. If someone say you are some mother, whatever, I say I am not. What next? Even if he says 100 times, I am not getting hurt because I had clarity about myself. I am not. Since I am not, there is no way to get hurt. If I am that, then there is no way to get hurt. I am that only. If one says to you are Ganesh, where is getting hurt? If someone says you are Joseph, there is no getting possibility of getting hurt. So this clarity I have got meanwhile, after 2009, because after 2009 I really entered into those phases where I really got troubled. Intentionally I did that. It's like to test your driving capacity, you are actually going into traffic, deep traffic. Then actually the real challenge, if you are in a mountain hills, there is no traffic at all, you drive anyway.
Yes.
Whether you drive in the left or right direction, no problem. You park anywhere, no problem, because there is nobody is to say whether you are doing right or wrong. In the society, if you live with different kind of mindset, there actually you will be introduced to your own mind. There we actually will learn. If you are happy in the presence of a bad person, if you are at peace and meditatively you are working in the presence of a rogue, then anywhere you can be happy. This is what I did practically. And now the same person comes and speaks in the same way. I understood that is his pattern. He has no problem. And he faced many problems because he said so, those filthy words. But now only he has no problem with me. And he also said one day in tears that you are the only person. I just say something unintentionally. Everyone gets hurt. And that is my problem with my language. If I remain silent, the people say speak, speak, speak. If I say something, people get hurt. But you are the only one person. You never pay attention to my words. Thank you so much. That's why whenever I really want to speak nonsense, I will come to you. Even now, at least for 3 months or 6 months, he visits me. And the very first word he says that ugly word. And I say welcome. I am not that. So life understanding comes very simply. But the problem is we don't know how to get it. It's like a small screw. To unscrew, you just need a screwdriver. But what if the person doesn't know that screwdriver exists? Then he has to bring a bulldozer. He has everything except screwdriver. He may just throw the wall down and the screw comes out, but that's the wrong way. So everyone is on planet Earth doing lot of hard work because they don't know how to open that screw in a simple way. They don't have the right tools to operate. That is the problem. That's why don't get hurt. Understand what is getting hurt. It's like I'll throw mud on your shirt. The other person, so the Jnani and Ajnani, the verbatim is different. The Jnani says, why did you put mud on my shirt? He's calm. So he's asking about the shirt. The other person, how dare you throw mud on me? Then there is the problem. That is actually the getting hurt. You are getting hurt or your ideas are getting hurt. Figure it out. You separate yourself from the thoughts. That's why in Ashtavakra Samhita it says, you are Niranjan. Niranjana means no stains on your being. You are always clean. And there is another word, Nirguna. If you have any guna, you are going to get hurt. Because if someone says your guna is bad, you are going to get. That's why Nirguna. You are Nirakara. If someone says something about your akara, your shape and your nose, you are going to get hurt. Make sure you are Nirakara. You are shapeless. And you are Nirvishaya. So if you are carry any Siddhantam in your head, that is Vishayam. And if someone says against it, you are going to get hurt. Or at least you enter into heated argument. At least you try to convince somebody. So be Nirvishaya. You are dealing with Vishaya, but personally you are Nirvishaya. It's like you are holding something with hand. You are not holding anything. You are free and you are using your body to hold something. This is the clarity one should get. Otherwise they are going to get hurt badly. So Nirvishaya, Niranjana and Nirasakta. Neither you are extremely interested nor you are denying anything. Dispassionate. You are in the middle. You are holding the plate while you are eating. Just hold the world like that. Neither you are holding tightly nor you are just dropping that plate. How much you have to hold it, you have realized. That is freedom and liberation. Madhya Margam. So Nirguna, Nirasakta, Nirvishaya and Nirvikalpa. No ideas about anything. If someone says hi, that is a good morning. If someone says namaste, you say namaste, that is good morning. Someone says, hey stupid, good morning. You say, I am good sir, thank you. So nirvikalpa means you have no idea about yourself or about anything. You are just acting spontaneously, making sure your harmony is not getting destroyed in any way. For example, a vehicle is going, lot of pollution. You go off the road and close your nose. Why? Because you don't want to disturb your lungs. You are not fighting with the vehicle, neither you are fighting with the pollution. You are just simply moving away. Just move away from stupid people. If you are stupid, I request everybody to go away from you also. Vice versa. So, all these things people have said million times, yet one has to understand. The dress you are wearing and you are two different things. The ideas you have and you are two different things. The morals you have and you are two different things. The thing you carry and you are two different things. Don't identify with your thoughts, with your ideas, with your work, and with your whatsoever you consider yours. You simply say that is mine, that's not me. So this should be the mantra, and don't repeat mechanically. See the reality in it, grasp it. Be attentive, alert. Put little seriousness into it. So now a practical example. People may not see what it is. I am giving a pen to him and I am asking question, hold this pen. Now there are two S's. So who is holding the pen?
My hands are holding the pen.
So always remember that. If pen fell down and broken, whose fault it is?
Hands fault.
That's all. So you are Niranjana now. You are not blaming yourself. You are simply saying it slipped from the hand. Sorry. What is the recourse? Let's buy a new pen. So if you want to scold the hand, sir. Even if you scold me, I am only implying that hand, and you are not going to beat the hand anyway. That is the tool. It has no personal agenda. It has no enmity with the pen. It is fell down, that's all. If someone throws something, you see whether intentionally they did, then broke their nose. Unknowingly they did, accept it. Chalo, move on. Chalo. Aisa mat karo. Simple as that. That's how the peace is maintained within. And always one should remember this. Initially you have to remember, and later it is remembered. Then that becomes your nature. You don't have to remember also. For example, nose, you are not remembering it. It is there. Though it is there, if at all you want to recollect anything about your nose, the memory is also there. If someone claims that this is my nose, you simply say this is my nose, I can't give you. You say that you claiming also is there, but still these are all irrelevant. It is all that situation, based on situation you are saying something, but deep down you have no idea or no concept, no philosophy about your nose. You are liberated from the nose. You are having the nose. You are the nose. You are having the body. You are not the body. You are holding the pen. You are not the pen. You are driving the car. You are not the car. If someone dents the car, clear the dent. That's all. Make sure that dent makes dent on you. That's why you get angry, because that dented you also. If you understand this, you simply step out of the car and ask one question. Just see whether he did intentionally or accidentally. Accidentally, just pay 1,000 rupees. I am going to clear the dent. Simple as that. Or I will take your key. You are doing everything the other person also doing, who is angry. But you are doing in calm. Even the other person accepts, because you are not scolding that guy. You are simply saying, I understood you did accidentally. I am not saying anything. Sometimes I also did many things accidentally, but accident is an accident. There is a dent on my car. It is your responsibility. Please. If the person clearly says that I don't have money, chhod do usko. If it's a driver or is making little, so that's not his problem. So in every way you can bring light. In every aspect of your light, you bring light. Then see. Then I say that once one understands who are you and what you have, then the getting hurt part chapter will be closed forever. The questioning part will be there. Sometimes you have to question since you are living in the society. Sometimes you have to criticize for the criticism since you are living in the society. But getting hurt, it's a very deep-rooted phenomenon. I wish no one should get hurt. Even the problem may be bigger than this earth. Still you don't get hurt. Try to solve it, resolve it, or move on. Don't get hurt. If you getting hurt means you are piercing a knife intentionally into your being, and that disturbs the whole being, your peace, your stability, your tranquility, everything gets destroyed. So what did you understand? Tell me.
So getting hurt, the main thing why we get hurt is usually psychological. Main psychological hurt is because of having fixed ideas like pillars. I am this, I am that. I like things to be a certain way. I want to do things like this. And if somebody comes and then disturbs that, then immediately we are hurt.
Yes. Initially you become angry, then you get hurt. If something they say anything against you, then you get hurt.
Anger, then if I'm not able to express anger, then it usually becomes sadness and then hurt. So main thing is to know that I am not that idea. Yes. I am not that idea that I have.
Very good.
And
it is not philosophy. Implement from this moment itself. If you start thinking about it, it becomes philosophy. Then you have to finally live in a recluse place, in solitude. No, you have to be in the world. You have to be with rogues, stupids. Yet you don't get hurt.
And what about things? Is there a psychological accumulation of hurt in the past?
There is no past at all.
There is no past at all.
If there is past, then this question is valid. Just live in the moment. So to live in the moment, there is only one way, existentially. Either one should have no memories, then you don't have any other way except living in the moment. And people philosophically say, live in the present. That is the blunderous statement and misguided and many people. There is no living in the present. Just becoming the present is there. Becoming the present means, living in the present means you are just away from the river. You are only saying that be with the flow, be with the flow. You are not in the flow. You are only outside of the flow. You are only giving philosophical statements. Becoming the present means you are just jumped into the flow. And you became the river now. Wherever the river is going, you are going along with it. That is becoming the present. So being the present means you became that. So that is one thing.
So whatever comes, you accept and then you are just going with
that is one way. If you have no memory, you are going to be in present. If you have no future plans, for example, a bird is there. It has no education, nothing in his mind or her mind. Hence, it has no idea about the future. It has neither any idea about the past also because it has no memory system. It's like you have a small cup. So you don't carry million things over there. But the human mind is the biggest cup on planet Earth. It carries everything.
Yes.
It has past, future, ideas, this and that. IR&D. So this is one way. If a person has no memory, he is bound to be in present, like a kid. The second is, say you have a memory. It is not, you cannot get rid of it. Then what is the way? Always learn, 24 hours be in the learning mode. That is the best way to be in present. Because while learning, neither you can dwell in past, nor you can dwell in future. Learning simply means being in present. So that's what I do. I always learn how to write, how to record. So always I am always in learning mode rather than stating that I know already. So I have not given any end statement. The learning mode is on forever. Always adding something to whatsoever I have learned earlier. And not claiming at all that this is what I have learned. These many books I have written. This is what I do. I am great. No. Learning simply means learning. Learning, if at all you put it in words, it means a sheer attentiveness. That's all.
So while driving a new bike, we are very attentive. But after a few...
There is no learning there. So learning means yesterday you have understood something. Today you should know as an individual, even in you are living in a forest, that something got updated within. That's what learning is. For example, you are painting. You just give brush to a monkey. Even 1,000 years it paints in the same way. It's not learning. It is just
doing same
moving the brush. Same thing or not, but there is no learning. The learner, he is getting updated with not by comparison. Then slowly after 10th day, the way you hold the brush changed. The way you cleaning the brush changes. Everything changes. After 1 year, there is subtlety. There is some articulation. You know what are primary colors, secondary colors. You know some theory. After 5 years, you have understood little more deeply. You have understood great artists and their work, their nature, in which countries they have lived, what kind of techniques they have used, why it is considered a masterpiece. After 15 years, you are talking about your experience. So the learning continues. You are not simply stop learning. So the moment you stop learning, that becomes rigid. That creates a fixed idea again. So all people have stopped learning at the age of 99% of the people on planet Earth. At the age of 16 or 17, the learning process comes to a halt. The yogi, he always ready to learn. Learning means you have the potential to accept. That's what learning is. If someone says you have done something wrong while playing violin, no, whatsoever I do is right. Who the hell are you to say? Then that's gone, he is doomed. The learner says, show me how I should play it. So what is the right way? And you are attentive. And since you have realized that he is playing better than you, yes, he must be knowing better than you, then you adopt it and you put into practice. Then you present it. Then another challenge comes. So you are always in a happy, joyful mode. Though learning requires some seriousness, but that should have the quality of sincerity rather than stupidity. Okay, you got the point, right?
Yes.
We'll talk later again.